Hello, I'm Rebecca of Orange Korea who tells you everything in Korea. Today, I talk about rumors and superstitions widespread around the world. Have you ever heard this before? Friday the 13th is ominous. If you eat a pair of fruit or egg, you will have a twin. Red symbolizes good luck, and ghosts appear when you whistle at night. There are these kind of superstitions around the world. So I prepared this. Today's theme is Top 8 Superstition in Korea that you don't know. Before I start, try to look at the meaning of superstition. The dictionary meaning of superstition is as follows. A superstition is a belief or religion that is considered futile from a scientific point of view. It means a blind faith in something that the mind is attracted to and disbelieves or has no scientific basis. Then, top 8 superstitions in Korea that you don't know will start right away. First, number 4 is ominous. For that reason, most buildings in Korea do not have first floor. Of course, it's not that there is no real first floor. Instead, the first floor is marked as F. In the past, Korea used to use Chinese character until King Sejong created Hangul. In Chinese character, 4 means death. For that reason, the number 4 is still ominous. Similarly, in France, it's ominous when you flip the bread. This originates from the fact that bread was flipped over and given to a prisoner on death row in the past. Don't be surprised when you travel to Korea and find a hotel without first floor. Second, when you give a shoe to your lover as a gift, your lover runs away wearing them. By the way, this myth has no basis. In 2015, a matchmaking company in Korea surveyed about myths in love. Among them, shoes was selected as the most reluctant gift for lovers. So I personally thought about it. Why? What on earth are shoes? There was something that came to mind then. One of the famous and popular traditional Korean folk songs is Arirang. The lyrics are as follows. Arirang, Arirang, Arario, you are going over Arirang Hill. My love, you are leaving me. Your feet will be sore before you go 10 li. The point is the lover who abandons me. It means if you leave me behind, less than 5 kilometers will have sore feet. In other words, if the lover who abandons me wears shoes well, his feet won't hurt. Perhaps, considering the traditional folk songs, it is understandable to refrain from giving shoes to lovers in Korea. Third, if a husband or boyfriend eats chicken wings, he will cheat on you. What's the correlation between chicken wings and boyfriend affair? First of all, the meaning of param in the Korean dictionary is as follows. Param, first, air movement caused by change in air pressure or by people or machine. It's windy. Second, air that is put in an empty space such as a bowl or tube. Put the soccer ball full of air. Third, a secret romantic or sexual relationship with a person other than one's partner. She has an affair with a man next door. The first and third meaning catch my eye. A movement caused by change in atmospheric pressure and secretly having a relationship with another person. Then we should think about the correlation between chicken wings and affair. When a chicken shakes its wings, air movement will occur due to changes in air pressure. In other words, wind is created. However, in Korean, air movement and secret relationship with other person are pronounced the same as param. In English, it's like words such as air, air, cell, cell, hair, hair, higher, higher, lesson, lesson, one, and root. For that reason, when eating chicken wings in Korea, wives or girlfriend does not give chicken wings to their husband or boyfriend. But why? While women are eating chicken wings without blink, they do not allow men to eat. First, when you dream of a pig, money comes in. This is connected to the past situation in Korea. In the past, Korea was poor enough to worry about meals. For that reason, most people couldn't eat well and be chubby. What does a pig look like? I don't know what it really is, but it seems to have grown up while eating well. For that reason, Koreans think that when pigs come in their dreams, money also comes in. Fifth, tapping or glutinous rice cakes are present to test takers. One of the scenes of college entrance exams in Korea is for parents to attach taffy to the main gate of the test site to pray for passing. Taffy is a traditional Korean snack made using grain. It is so sticky that it doesn't fall off easily even if you stick it anywhere. That's why Korean people give taffy to the test takers, hoping they pass the exam at once. Glutinous rice cake also has a sticky properties, so glutinous rice cakes are also given to the test takers for good luck. 6. If you walk along the stone wall road of Doksugun Palace with your lover, you will break up. When you come to Seoul, Korea, there are palaces where Korean kings lived in the past. Gyeongbokgung Palace, Changdeokgung Palace, and Doksugun Palace are representative. The stone wall road next to Doksugun Palace is known as a place where lovers should not go. Why do you think so? This can be seen when you go back to the past of Korea. In the past, there was a family court at the end of Doksugun Stonewall Road. Many couples came here mainly due to divorce. That's why the expression of the couples working along the stone wall of Doksugun Palace could not have been good. For that reason, rumors spread that if you walk along the stone wall of Doksugun Palace with your lover, you will break up. 7. The person whose name is written with a red pen dies. Why is there a rumor in Korea that if you write your name with a red pen, you will die? The red pen isn't even a death note. The origin of this superstition dates back to the time of the Korean War. The Korean War broke out on June 25, 1950. There were many combatant nations as well as Korea and many people killed in battle. At that time, the Korean government marked the name of the death notice in red and delivered it to the war bereaved. For that reason, there has been a myth in Korea that red should not be used in human names. 8. A sudden backache is a sign of rain soon. These words are usually said by elderly people. In the case of Korean grandmothers and grandfathers, if their back suddenly hurt, they say, "Will it rain soon?" But if you think about it, it is surprisingly easy to find the causal relationship between back pain and rain. The answer is air pressure and humidity. Moisture and air pressure change when it's raining or just before it rains. In general weather, the pressure between the atmospheric pressure and the joint remains balanced. But when humidity increases, the pressure between the atmospheric pressure and the joint lose balance. For that reason, relatively high pressure in the joint interferes with the blood circulation in the joint. Poor blood circulation can cause pain. For that reason, there was a myth that if your back hurt, it's time for rain. So far, we've found out the top 8 superstitions in Korea that you don't know. I'll organize quickly. First, number 4 is ominous. Second, when you give shoe to your lover as a gift, your lover runs away wearing them. Third, if a husband or boyfriend is chicken wings, he will cheat on you. First, when you dream of a pig, money comes in. Fifth, taffy or glutinous rice cakes are presented to task takers. 6. If you walk along the stone wall road of Doksugun Palace with your lover, you will break up. 7. The person whose name is written with a red pen dies. 8. A sudden backache is a sign of rain soon. So far, this has been Orin Korea's real Korean woman Rebecca, who tells you everything about Korea. Subscription and notification settings are love. Please select it. That's it. The end.